Where are you from?
I'm from the Bahamas.
Okay. And what was it like growing up in the Bahamas?
It was cool, It wasn't too crazy. You got some little things here and there, but I grew up in a nice neighborhood, not too crazy. So yeah, it was actually fun.
Okay. And did you live the majority of your younger life in the Bahamas?
Yeah, like up until like 18, 17. Yeah, up until 17. Then at 17, I moved to the States. Not moved, but like came to the States for college. So yeah, I in ATL right now. So doing school.
And what made you leave the Bahamas for the States? Was it college or?
Yeah, it was primarily for school, yeah, and college. And yeah, and I was excited too for music. I picked Atlanta because I just heard of like the music scene and about it. I said, yeah, it's a good place to go. Yeah, a good place to be.
Why not like LA or New York?
LA too far. LA too far.
Yeah.
And my mommy them didn't want me to go too far. They already didn't want me to leave. And so, just go to the college here. Like, I ain't no one trying to go to ain't no one trying to go there. So yeah, it's a good change of scenery.
Yeah. Do you come from a musical family or an artistic family?
No, not a musical family, but my dad he used to make some music and rap. His little tunes back then. I forget his artist name, but it was something. But yeah, he used to always rap. He used to have like little drums I used to do, and he used to play the CDs around me. I remember low-key being a little good, but I can't really remember like what he was rapping about. But primarily my daddy. Like yeah, that's it. I think I get my musical interests from him.
Okay. And what does your mom do?
My mommy is a police officer, and that's what she do.
Okay. What was it like growing up with a mother as a police officer?
Man, it's like she really ensured like I was on point, and so I had to do good in school. Like if your mommy is a police officer, you ain't getting in no trouble. Like, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. If you really your mommy is a police officer and you still trying to be in the wrong crowd, like she could rip you in shape. If I had to do anything wrong, I probably was gonna be in the police camp doing push-ups and stupidness. But yeah, with her being a police officer, I really thankful for her whipping me into shape and making sure I wasn't on any type path or going any type wrong path. Because like where I live, like it's a good neighborhood, but like it's close to like one bad neighborhood. It's close to it's like everywhere. You can always have bad influences in my school. I could easily walk down the street and hang out on the blocks with my boys. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But like from being in that environment, you could obviously get some bad tendencies. And I thank God she ain't allow me to just go in a bad direction.
At what point did you decide that you wanted to take music seriously?
Probably my senior year of high school. But like primarily all through my life, I wanted to be the best basketball player in the world. And so yeah, I was on that Kobe time, and I was like just playing basketball every day. Like I wanted to be like Michael Jordan, and that didn't work out for various reasons. But yeah, after like I always during growing up, I always used to be musical though. I used to to sing in my head and make lyrics, just random stuff. And people used to be like, "Oh, why are you singing in class?" And they telling me to shut up and stuff. But then in 12th grade, I think that's when I started to actually write it down. And like, I might do something with this. And I went to one of my boys and we made something, and it low-key came out good. And so I was like, oh, I actually could do something with this.
Yeah.
So I just started creating more.
How did your peers accept your music when you put it out?
I think they liked it. Like most people liked it. They say, oh, it sounds good. But I think the artists more in the Bahamas, they rap with more street stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they rap with more street stuff, and I don't know how true it is, but they rap with more street stuff. And we got some artists that sing and stuff, but the music scene in the Bahamas is not that prevalent, to be honest. We don't really listen to each other's music, their music. So I think when I started making music, people really saw oh, look at the next guy making music. Yeah. I think that's how it is most places, but it's really back home days oh, he making music, or But I think when they actually listen to it, like, oh, it sounds good. They can't really say nothing bad about it. And so, yeah, I think I really want to be the spark to like really rev up the music industry in the Bahamas. I think we have a lot of talent. It's just that we just need to get more advanced and be able to make our own sound to imprint it on like the industry in the world. I think I want to be that type of change.
What was your experience like moving from Bahamas to America? Was it different or?
It was different at first. I think it was different at first, but I think because America and the West have so much of a hold on our society in the West that it wasn't too foreign. Like I see, like we go up with commercials, y'all commercials. We go up with everything y'all see, and so I think that it ain't that hard to really get used to y'all culture because it's so prevalent in the West, in the Western Hemisphere. So it wasn't really like after like a month I was like, okay, I get used to like the buildings and the tall buildings. But when I first came, I was like, wow, never. It's different. I see, stop that. I see, but it was okay, cool coming here at first, but it wasn't too hard because I have my uncle here, I have the dad who lives in North Carolina, so it wasn't too hard to get used to it.
Okay. So have you gone out to North Carolina yet?
Yeah, I've been out. I saw when I've been out there, it was like, what time was it? December last year? It was December and like it was snowing. I say, babe, it's snowing. It actually snowed. I could feel the snow. We don't ever see this in the Bahamas. Never. Like that when I first see it snow, I was so, you could ask them. Like I was so perplexed. I was like, never. I was like a child, bro. I was like, no, I feeling the snow.
So wait, do you like it?
Yeah, I like the snow. I don't like the cold, but I like the snow. Like I don't like the cold at all. Like, bro, it was just the other day. It was getting cold.
Yeah.
And my roommates, like, it was like 59. It was like 56. Well, not 59, 40 something. And my roommates had the AC on 60. They're cold. I say, bro, y'all don't feel this cold, babe. And I had to get up to go to work that morning, so I was dead hot. Like I hate the cold. But that seeing snow for the first time was cool, I must say.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And so, how do your parents feel about you going to school in the U.S. and not in the Bahamas?
I think they got used to it now. They like really gel with it. They straight with it now. But at first they was like really worried. I mean, they always could be worried. My mommy really just be worrying sometimes. Like, oh, U.S. don't be going out with these random folk. Because the things that's happening in the States is crazy. Like, I mean, we got bad stuff everywhere, but the States is a whole nother game. It's just so big, and wherever you go, something can happen. So
yeah,
I think it's crazy out here sometimes. But as long as I keep my head on my shoulders, I think it could be okay and actually feel it out. But they cool with it now.
So I noticed that you do photography as well as music. Which one did you start first?
I started music first. Like, I started music. Like, just started photography like during the summer. I didn't really have my camera yet though. Like, but during the summer, I was like fantasizing over photography. I used to watch all type photography videos. I was like, I don't know where it come from, to be honest. I think it stemmed probably from my Grammy taking me out, like when I was a child, like taking pictures of birds and stuff. Like I just see a camera one day. I was like, wait, this looks interesting. Taking like beautiful portraits and like being able to create like fascinating images. It strikes something in me like over the summer. And I say, Motos, I gotta tap into this. And so I save up to get one camera, and I just trying to start something now. I don't know how I could implement it with my like career in music, but I think I could find a way.
Yeah. If you had to choose, which one would you choose, music or photography?
Definitely music. Because photography is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I don't care. Music is a lot of work too, but I started off, so I think I could choose music. But something to live off, like if it was more like if I wanted to live off some more stable, it'd probably be photography because it kind of easier, but it a lot of work at the same time because you're just snapping a photo and learn how to edit. Learn how to edit is the hardest part though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, music. When you hear that sound, I think when you hear that sound of music, right, you just get so excited. And yeah, right now I just working on more stuff. I just excited for myself to drop at this point. Like, I trying to drop more music coming up.
Yeah. Has your music career created any obstacles in your personal life?
Not yet. Not yet. I think a song I dropping now might, cause it tapping into some problems in my relationship. I think it might. I don't really have a problem with my relationship. It's just some things, you know. Every relationship has its little ups and downs and little nags about it. But you know, I think when I want to be creative and touch a sensitive topic that you know we don't really talk about, it might be like, why you make this song? Like, you gonna break up with me? Like, I think a song I drop in about the her asking me questions like, what you mean by that? Like, I scared to drop the song, but I gotta drop it. It sounds solid, but yeah.
You gotta drop it, bro. Just
gotta drop it. I guess like, man, we ain't breaking up. It's just me expressing myself how it is.
And so, how does your partner feel about your music career?
She is 100% behind it. She supports it. Her herself is a very talented singer, and she sings for her church. And I think God has meant for us to be together. Like, the fact that I come here and I meet her, I think it's a real blessing, because she really very talented, and she give me advice on everything about like social media and how to navigate the States. And plus, she have that music intuition. She really helping me make some good things, and I really value her companionship.
Yeah. Do you feel that as like an international artist that it's harder to break through in the States?
Yeah, I think it's kind of harder. Not really though. No, wait. Let me take that back. Not really, because I think the fact that I different and the fact that no one really hear about the Bahamas like that. Like, we only consider like a tourist spot. I think it might give me an edge, because when they hear my accent mixed with like different like techniques I use in my voice, like, they be like, oh, this is a different type sound. Yeah. And so if I like start making music more consistently and people start hearing it, they'd be more interested than someone who like hear and sound like everyone else from who they hear about. So if I start putting out quality stuff and just get myself out there more, I think I have a better chance than someone who was already here and just as another like regular person from Dallas, from Houston, from Atlanta. Like, they have their sounds already, so they probably might already sound like someone else, or like, you know, you have that identity put on you. But if they see someone different, I think I have a little upper hand in that aspect.
Yeah. What's your inspiration for making music?
I think lately, when I first started, it was like more of like my emotions driven, like really emotional, because during that time, like when I first started, it was like a lot of, you know, you just dating, and it was more focused on love and stuff. I think my music I still have love in it now, but it was more focused on like my relationships at the time. And like when I used to make a song, like the girls, I don't know if they never used to tell me, but they probably know it was about them, and so it was like very interesting how I used to make it. But I think what inspires me as of lately is the possibility of my music touching people all over the world, and like people being affected by it and actually like leaving it and like wanting to come back to it and revisit it. Like, I want my art to be cherished. I want it to be like something people go to feel better. And I just get giddy at times of, like, okay, if I keep going and I actually get better and I make more good, like really music with substance, it could change someone's life. Like, you know, it can affect people really like to the core, and I could actually be someone to remember, and like an artist for like just I don't know. Like, I think I just want to make an impact on the world, spread a better message than what's being spread inside like the hip hop today. After seeing so much people die and different artists die, I think I don't know if it's gonna happen. Probably ain't gonna happen, but I think the hip hop and, you know, the music scene in general need like a change, like a positive change. Like, we need to make music that ain't always about sex, always about drugs, and just spreading demons and bad stuff and bad energy. And so I want to start making music that make you think and music that make you feel, but not spreading the agenda. I sound like a conspiracy theorist, like the agenda that like they really pushing.
It is one though.
Yeah,
You're not a conspiracy theorist. Like, no, they do push that bullshit. Is what it is. And so, are you interested in signing to a label, or do you want to remain independent?
It would be cool if I could really garner a good following, being independent. I think how like the scene set up now, we more able to do that more than ever, and so you could blow up in a day on TikTok. You could do anything, like you could garner your own attention without having a label, like. So I think it's more possible, and that would be cool. But if I get if a label reach out to me and like, okay, yeah, we'll make it easier. It just make it easier. But I obviously have to like really read the contract. Like, I ain't trying to get screwed over. As long as I ain't getting screwed over, I open to a label deal.
Yeah.
But I scared they might take my soul and have me starting to make music that appeal to the masses, and just like, I don't know, I just scared like getting into the industry for real, because I don't know, I don't want to just something happen, like the devil come to me and they're like, oh, you got to make this type of music now, and then, oh, I got to make it now. When I sign,
think that's what happens?
It's gonna, I don't
See, I don't know.
I scared like like someone come to me like, okay, you signed this contract, you didn't read the fine print, you got to make this type of music, and that's it. Like, for real?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I guess afraid. But in terms of blowing up, and like, if a label come to me, what? It ain't off the table. It definitely it ain't off the table.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What's your ultimate goal with your music career and everything you have going on?
My ultimate goal? I haven't really thought about it too much. I think I want to be someone to remember.
Yeah.
I want, like as I said earlier, like I want my music to touch all corners of the earth. I just want it to be intimate in someone's heart. Like, shoot, y'all see that new Clint's Facade dropping? Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like with everything I'm trying to push, like making music that's more positive. Music that make you feel and make you think more than just pushing that agenda. I just want it to be. I just want to change the music industry, which I believe that. I believe I could, but we can see. But I just want to like start a wave of young men and like young women making music that they don't have to like always just talk about. Because I just talked to like one of my friends, and they's like, oh, I'm gonna just make this music for now until I blow up, and then I'm gonna switch it. Like, I don't want that to be the case. I want you to actually come with some real stuff. Make your art like from your heart. Don't be faking, and just do what you gotta do. I just want to spread my agenda. I want to spread my good agenda, and let it, resonate with everyone in the world. I want to be a artist to remember more of.
Yeah. For someone watching this who wants to make music, what advice would you have for them?
Just keep going. Like, you just gotta keep going. Like, that's all I gotta tell you. Like, it gonna take long. Like, I've been making music for like, must see a little over a year now, and I done see it could take long. Like, you ain't gonna blow. Even though it's easier to blow up more now than ever, you still don't look at it like, oh, I ain't blow up, I ain't make this TikTok, I ain't make this video, and it ain't get 1 million views. And I think I low-key look up to one guy. I know y'all know Jay Activist. Shout out Jay Activist. Like I think one of his verses or one of his posts, he saw like, bro, if you see 100 people at your door, you getting 100 views on your videos and your songs, you'll be like, oh, darn, nothing like. But if you actually see 100 people in person to your show, you'll be so grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be so grateful to see 100 people at your door. Like, you're looking at 100 views, 100 likes on your post, like, man, darn shit,
Yeah.
You gotta be grateful for what you have. And then going back to like what was my goal, I look want to make like a net community. Like, I want to make a community of people who really like love my music and like really cherish it. Like, bro, when you drop it, like, yeah, like that's so cool to me. Like, having a community waiting for you, like behind you, and that's it. But back to like my advice, yeah, it's gonna take long. And let me talk about Lil Durk. Lil Durk, how long Lil Durk was making music and how long people be making music? Lil Durk been making music for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like 11 years. And he didn't really get the amount of success he was now. Like he was still straight and people kind of know about him, but not really. But 11 years is a long time, like to be making it and to finally like blow up and on the scene for real, for real.
No, that's a super long time.
Real.
Thanks.
And so just longevity, you just gotta keep going. That's my advice.